Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv, where you get the reliable news that is tailored for you, and of course where you can actually comment and interact. I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel, and if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.
Security. People are not even talking about the economy. They're not talking about normal trading, buying and selling and stuff like that. Everyone now is concerned about security as first. You want to protect yourself before you talk about food. Things are becoming very serious. It's a precarious situation. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, has said a lot of things, not just him alone. A lot of people concerned, Nigerians, and a lot of people have voiced their opinion as regards what is happening in the nation. And there is no way you will want to be blind to this, as it affects everybody, no matter how much you pretend. Finally, the federal government agrees with Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, that terrorists are targeting and killing Christians. We all know this. They kill themselves and they target Christians. The federal government has raised the alarm that Boko Haram insurgency or insurgents are attacking Christians. Federal government say the aim of the terrorists is to divide the country. And I'll tell you, the country is already divided. If not for the bloodshed, I will say that it is even better that Boko Haram helps in dividing the country so that they can have their north, the middle belt, and also we can have the south. The reason I said this because the middle belt consists of people that are not in support of the ideologies of Boko Haram, and they have Christians there that do not understand or are in support of the very demonic ideology of the Boko Haram. The federal government admitted this a few days after leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, cried out to the International Criminal Court to save Christians being slaughtered by terrorists in that contraption called Nigeria, an expired entity, a business center. Federal government, while admitting that terrorists are targeting Christians, said the administration of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, the president of Nigeria, has no systematic campaign to persecute Christians in Nigeria. Oftentimes we hear the word, there's always this narrative of Islamization of Nigeria. We cannot say this is not there, as the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Tanko, the man that is proficient, a man that is a specialist in Sharia law, that should have been sent somewhere where Sharia law is being obeyed or practiced. Of course, they are practicing Sharia law in the northern part of Nigeria, a country that is supposed to have just one constitution. Rather, some people have a law, a constitution that is quite different, a law. Are we going to call that customary law? What are we going to call our criminal law? That is quite different. I don't know how this came about anyway. Anyway, this man was brought in by Buhari, and he was heard saying and pushing for Sharia law to be imputed into the national constitution, and bearing in mind that Nigeria is a country that practices conventional laws. Anyway, it is said since the insurgents were feeling hurt by troops, they have opted to targeting Christians to cause chaos. It pleaded with religious leaders not to fall for the war antics of Boko Haram. It, however, explained that troops were winning the war, including the recent killings of Chief Judge of Boko Haram, whatever that means. Recently, a man, I don't know where they recruited him from, if he's a normal soldier or the one they recruited from the Boko Haram clique, he shot himself and shot 4 other military personnel like himself. Now, one will wonder what is really happening. Are these military men frustrated or suffering from PTSD? Why wouldn't they be suffering from all of this, all joined together? They will, because it is very clear that they are dying and they are not getting any compensation. Nothing is being given to them. They are not being praised like how warriors that go for war and they come back and they are seen as people of great, they are not shown. There's no images shown on TV to show that these people are great people that have sacrificed their lives, put their lives on the line. They are not seen as that. But rather, they are gone for nothing. Anyway, the present administration is upgrading Boko Haram by calling them repentant and giving them special treatment. Even in prison, they are giving special treatment, and they are even planning to open an agency that will take care of them, rather than them focusing on their marjories on the street, where these Boko Haram are versed and brainwash these young people, rather than them restructuring their religious views in that area, rather than what it is at the moment. Well, the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the man called the liar, made the position of the government known at a briefing in Abuja on the current security challenges facing the nation. He said, recall that Boko Haram insurgents don't use to discriminate between Christians and Muslims when they carried out their attacks in the past. Churches and mosques, Christians and Muslims were attacked without discrimination. And when I hear such words, it's stupidity. No life should be lost. But whatever it is clear that these people have always been targeting Christians. Yes, they killed themselves, like I said, because they have no productive value, no ideology, nothing. They are just blood suckers. They are blood suckers. Recently, they killed one of the leaders of Kanu, and they slaughtered the man. And Leah Sharibu were that they forcefully impregnated her. Until date, the government cannot get her off because they are asking for huge ransom that the government is not ready to pay. And nobody pays ransom to terrorists. You kill them, you shut them down. They say they are in Sambisa forest. Why are there no cameras that can record the activities of these people? Who is supplying them food and water? These are questions. No, we should come to a generation where we ask certain questions, very intelligent questions. Who is supplying them water? Who is supplying them food? We know they say they are getting weapons from Libya and they've blamed that on the war in Libya and how the Europeans disorganized Libya and all of those stuff. Who is supplying them food? Are they getting it from Niger Republic, from Chad? Who is supplying them food? So these are the things we need to look into. So they say they are not discriminating, that they kill Christians, they kill Muslims altogether and all of that, as if that matters. In fact, one of the media aide of Buhari once said that we should be grateful to Buhari that Boko Haram is no longer using explosive to blow up a lot of people, but rather they are cutting off the necks of people. You know, when you hear such drivel, such stupidity coming out of a man that once was a journalist, because I won't call him one of those people that can use their pen to say the truth. Of course, not all journalists are truthful anyway. They pay some of them to write shit, write nonsense. So, when they targeted motor parks, the religion, gender, ethnicity, or political leaning of the victims do not matter. They blow off, kill people as they like. As long as they inflicted the maximum damages to lives and properties, and even military barracks, they attack. But in the wake of a renewed onslaught by our tireless military against Boko Haram and their ISWAP allies in recent times, the insurgents have apparently changed their strategy. And this is what they are saying. They have started targeting Christians and Christian village for a specific reason, which is to trigger a religious war and throw the nation into chaos. So why can't they allow Christian nations? Why can't they realize this and say, these people are not normal? Let everybody come together. Let us flush and kill them once and for all. Rather than taking this approach, now they are claiming that they need more military, more Sultanas to join the military to die. It is very clear. We can shut down Boko Haram by simply using technology, record their activities. How can Boko Haram be using technology? They are using drones. And the Nigerian military cannot at least do a clandestine operation, record the activities of these people, and blow them off from the surface of the earth. Well, maybe they might say they have some people that they've kidnapped, so if we blow up Boko Haram, we might kill Leah Sharibu and the rest of them. But these guys keep these people, use them for whatever they want, and they end up killing them later. So it's a very serious issue. So they said apparently they have realized how emotive and divisive religion can be when exploited by the unscrupulous persons. Least I am misunderstood. Let me repeat, the insurgents who delude themselves as Muslims, whereas they are nothing more than bloodthirsty, rapacious killers who subscribe to no religion, have recently started targeting Christians with a view to sowing the seed of confusion between the two great religions. This did not in any way signify that they have stopped attacking Muslims, but they seem to now have a deliberate policy of attacking Christians. The attack on a Christian village, Kwarangulum, near Chibok, the killings of the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Khan, in Michika local government in Adamawa, Lawan Adimi, the killing of Ropeville Dacia Dalep, a student who was also a member of the Church of Christ in Nations, COCIN, and the killings of 11 Christians on Christmas Eve. You know, a lot of them, they claim that this fits the new strategy. Some have misinterpreted this to insinuate a systematic campaign to to persecute Christians in Nigeria and persuade them to war. This is absurd and very unfair to the men and women who are daily battling the insurgency. The truth is that having run out of the options in their battle against Nigeria, the insurgents are desperate to stay relevant, to stay in the news. Hence, the cowardly and senselessly using strategy, targeting Christians as part of their increasing resort to the use of guerrilla tactics. Mohammed pleaded with religious leaders not to buy into Boko Haram's agenda. He added, "We want to therefore appeal to our religious leaders, both Christians and Muslims, not to fall for this desperate move by the insurgency, not to allow them to divide us as people and weaken our resolve to deal the insurgents the mortal blow. In addition, we must also give our unalloyed support to the military, which has also upped the ante against the insurgency. The result to the increasing use of guerrilla tactics by the insurgency is a sign of weakness on their part. Contrary to the belief in certain quarters, these insurgents are getting weaker by the day thanks to the gallantry of our men and women in uniform." The minister insisted that the troops were doing well in curtailing Boko Haram insurgency. He said the renewed vigor by the military in their war against the insurgents is paying off handsomely, judging by the victories they have recorded in recent times. This includes the killing of top ISWAP leader at 2 separate meetings venue at Mata local government area in Borno State a few days ago. A similarly successful attack against the leadership of Boko Haram in Alafa Yaga in Borno earlier this month. The killing of Boko Haram chief judge in Lake Chad. The infighting in the leadership of Boko Haram is a fallout of the pressure on insurgency by the military, the continued foiling by the military of many attacks by Boko Haram, the continued decimation of the insurgents across the northeast, the inability of the insurgents to hold any territory or carry out the kind of spectacular attacks they are used to. So now no one wants to believe this government. That's just what it is. No one believes this government. So what's your own take about what Lai Mohammed has said? Let us meet at the comment section. What is your take about it? Why that if you're not a member of this channel, let's grow it together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.